Hello fellow YouTubers, welcome back to YouTube Gaming Community number 133. So unless you're hiding at the rock, here in the States, Modern Warfare 3 came out, you know, the behemoth, huge game that came out. And then we get another big game on Friday when, of course, Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim comes out here. So two of the biggest games of the year to me come out in this week. And it was funny because on Monday I was on Black Ops playing with somebody I haven't played with a long time. We were playing multiplayer online. And Black Ops, by the way, wasn't, from how many people are usually on, it was a lot less people. I'm assuming they went and played Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer to get ready for Modern Warfare 3. And I didn't realize how excited I was for Modern Warfare 3. You know, I thought, you know, maybe I had Call of Duty fatigue from Modern Warfare 2 to Black Ops, you know, one right after the other. And I really didn't get into Black Ops multiplayer as much as I did Modern Warfare 2. And I got excited for the game, and I can't get it because we've had like car things to fix and stuff like that, unfortunately. And if I had to choose, be honest, if you told me what game would I get before Christmas, Modern Warfare 3 or Skyrim, I'd pick Modern Warfare 3 because of the multiplayer aspect, because of the... Whereas to me, Skyrim, if I were to get that on Christmas Day, I would play that game all day long on Christmas. I'd just play that game and nothing else. I mean, that'd be a game where I'd want to dive into the world and just take my time with it, where Modern Warfare 3, I would dive into multiplayer as soon as possible and learn the maps before, you know, because in games like multi and online shooters, the longer you wait to get into them, the harder the curve is to learn, because everybody already knows the maps, and when you get in there, you're going to get slaughtered. And unfortunately, we all know, people who play multiplayer shooters for, is if you do really bad, the people in there will just haze you because they have this thing about you have to be really good or some stupid thing when it's just a game, right? They get all worked up over nothing. It's just a game. But this is not my main topic, actually. My main topic has to be over the weekend across the pond, and all the videos today are from across the pond. They had Replay Expo 2011. And just like PAX in Seattle, a lot of the YouTube community people over there met there and were hanging out together. And my topic today is, I know Canada right now, they're working on getting, you know, a game expo there, and, you know, other places are right now. And with the YouTubers going to be meeting up there, do you think the community people are going to meet up more often? Do you think that there's going to be a point where a lot of the YouTubers in general will meet up once a month or something like that, where they meet up more often? I think they are. I think eventually we're going to get to the point where our community gets so big that there are going to be meetups more often, and I think it is going to be a big thing, because I think one of the things I think that's great about YouTube and the gaming community is that I think a lot of people for a long time thought there weren't other gamers like me out there, that I was different, that there was something wrong with you because you just liked old games and other people didn't. I mean, you go out there today and talk to most people, they'll say, you still play old games? And I'm dead serious. I have that all the time. They're like, what do you do? Well, I still collect and play old video games, and they're surprised by that, because in today's age it's all new, move on to the new thing, not go back to the old stuff. And I do think the meetup thing, or, you know, obviously online, I think with online games you're going to find more guys playing together, multiplayer games, and getting grouped together and playing, you know, multiplayer games together, because, you know, they know each other for their videos, and maybe they don't have anybody to play with in a group, so they, which I haven't actually done that in shooters. I haven't actually like had there's a couple I play with, but I don't have like a group that I play with, you know, constantly, like a full group. So, do you think the meetups with the community is going to get bigger? And where do you see that going? Would be my other part of your question. And I'll read some of your comments next video, which that'll be on Friday, which is going to be, it's actually National Metal Day, which they're anticipating Black Sabbath's going to announce their reunion tour of the original group, but we'll see if that happens. So, let's get to our first video, and it is from none other than ukretrogameaddict from Replay Expo 2011, Blackpool, which this video actually is showing it's before the people get there. It's where they're still setting it up, so you can see everything laid out before everybody's there. all the crowds and everything lit up. It's just everything is still pretty much shut off at this point. So next video is by sirplansalot and his miniature retro arcade cabinet shown at Replay Expo 2011. They have these, I would call half-size miniature arcade machines that they built, and they have like the original Star Wars arcade machine playing and Space Invaders and stuff. Really cool. And if you want to see another video showing it in more of the different miniature arcade cabinets, check out RetrocastUK, Replay Expo 2011, GamerDads vlog, modding mini working arcade machines. So next up, if you want to see the floor and other YouTubers meet up and stuff, check out Steve Benway's Replay Expo at Norbreck Castle Hotel, Blackpool on 5th of November 2011. If you want to see another person's view of stuff that had happened during that time, check out RetroGamerVX-Replay Replay 2011 102 at the Adventure and some Eagle Boogers. And then if you want to see in progress a Halo multiplayer going on, check out RetroGamerDaz's Replay Expo 2011 Part 4 Halo multiplayer. If you want to check out the cosplay competition they had during Replay Expo, I'll direct you to Replay Expo 2011 Cosplay Masquerade Contest. And then if you want a little more lighthearted video, check out MarkVergeer's Replay 2011 Mark and LC video, where in the video he shows every person who got by RetroGamerVX's Vortex, because he had this little handheld device, this little Vortex. They're either kissing it or gotten by. So now that we're through all the replay videos, let's just check out a couple other videos from across the pond. And this is again MarkVergeer's tag, which is, what is the one item in your collection that you love the most? That is actually an actual hard question, but if you want to ask me, what would be the one thing in my game collection that I absolutely love the most? To be honest with you, it has to, I know I say I love the 2600 Genesis, but it has to be the Nintendo Entertainment System. Because at that time in my life, I'd go to the video store every day, rent games. I played almost every game that came out back in the NES, and probably of all the systems I played, I invested more time in that system. That is probably the one most important thing in my collection. That also goes back to my childhood, obviously, in those games. That someday I would love to have most of those games for the NES, because I have so many memories of playing so many of those games. And then the last one, to put a smile on your face, check out 28 Sturyan's PlayStation mod, which has a smile. So check those videos out. So now we're going to get to comments from YouTube Gaming Community number 132. In which I asked, should players be banned for playing a game early before it actually release date, where they have a legitimate copy and it's sent to them? Obviously, anybody who downloads the game illegally should immediately get banned because they don't own the game. And Retro Software said, I don't think anyone should be banned for playing a game that has been released early. If anything, a retailer is at fault here. If they have accidentally sent games out early, people who pirate should definitely be banned, though, no question. And I do think that's true. People shouldn't be punished because the retailer sent the game out early. The truth is, the game company should find out the retailer sent the game out early, and the retailer should be punished. And the truth is, Modern Warfare 3 came out here, but it's already been out somewhere else. So the servers are already live. So really, if you want a legitimate copy, there's no reason you can't get on and play early. Just the reason that sucks is because in your area you get an advantage because you're playing the game early and leveling up for everybody else. Then Cornermuffin X said, I think they don't put the PS1 versions of HD Collection is because the work to make Silent Hill 1 in HD would be like making an entirely new game. With the PlayStation 2 versions, they can upscale the models and change the textures. It's not as nearly as much work, which is why Silent Hill Collection is 2 and 3, while Devil May Cry is 1, 2, and 3. That's my impression of it anyway. And I do think that's true that we're going to get back to Final Fantasy VII again. The reason why that game has been converted is because they're making an entirely new game. It's like making an investment of a AAA title all over again, because you have to reinvent all the graphics. At the same time, if they can't remake the game, then if you do an HD collection, why can't you put the original PlayStation 1 version of Silent Hill 1 on the disc? Because to me, it's not a complete collection. It's just you putting two of games together and wanting me to buy it, which I won't. I just won't buy the HD collection then. I just don't see the point of buying it. And next up, J-Bug Gamer said, I do not believe anybody should be banned for anything. YouTube should be a vehicle for the ultimate expression of freedom of speech. The only time you should be banned is that you're uploading illegal videos like porn or cruelty to animals. Now, here's where we get into people's opinion versus reality. And when I say reality, it's because as much as I would agree with you that if a lot of the things I think people get banned for or copyright are stupid, the truth is they have to follow the law. Viacom brought a lot of this on YouTube because Viacom went after YouTube heavily, and that's why a lot of this stuff came about and there are new rules passed. Because it doesn't matter what country you live in, Google is based here in the United States, and they have to follow the rules by this country. Copyright and these other internet rules are going to be a big issue as we go forward, because we're constantly going to be challenged by, I call them the legacy establishments and the media and the politicians who don't understand the internet or gaming in general. In most cases, the stuff they copyright I think is stupid. I think, again, people have said that, they think it's stupid. We go round and around this subject. It's always going to be the same answer. The rules are what they are, whether you like them or not. And last but not least, my last comment is from Ali Raza Video Games, and he said, if games suck, no one will buy it. People don't buy or reject games because someone else has already played it and has an opinion. Religious loonies have opinions on how to dress, walk, talk, yet we all do what we want to do anyway. Quality sells, garbage doesn't. And that is true about games. I mean, it does, just a comment about the world in general, but you can do whatever you want to do, but you better be ready for the consequences. So guys, that's all for now. I will talk to you all on Friday.